Hello, everybody. This is Trinese Duplessis with another session of Inspirations for You. Today is November the 18th, 2012. So happy and excited today to share a word with you of encouragement every week. My weekly blog on my YouTube channel. It is always uploaded on Facebook as well and Twitter at Lady73. And you can look me up on Facebook under Trinese Jordan Playwright Duplessis. And also I have a Mama T fan page, so you can find me. You can Google me. I'm everywhere. Today I want to talk about stirring up those gifts that are inside you. One quote came to mind was Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in your belly, I knew you. Do you know what that means? God knew you before you were born, before you were even conceived inside the womb. So he had a destiny and purpose for you already. However, do we know what our destiny and purpose is? I find that I have ran across many people that have so many gifts, multiple gifts, over and over. When I say that, I mean it's amazing how God gives us those gifts and we sit on them and let them become rust. They get rusty. And then if you don't use it, how the quote go, if you don't use it, you will lose it. Guys, your gifts will make room for you. I can give you a perfect example of someone I met, I think about a couple of months ago. This guy's always at the gas station. Looked like he had a really rough life. I always see him with a beer bottle in his hand or whatever, but I'm not judging. I speak to him, and he say hello. He gives me a compliment. You're a beautiful lady. You know the spiel. However, I think I was promoting the Delusion versus Truth stage play that I was doing at the time. And I was telling the cashier about it, giving her a flyer and so forth. And he said, "Oh, you're a playwright?" I said, "Yes, I am." So he begins to well, I can sing. I'm like, "Really?" When I tell you, the guy was awesome. Blew me away. But looking at him, his demeanor, had a few front teeth missing. He just looked like life had treated him rough. But he had a gift. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't all of it. Because he wasn't exercising it. He probably wasn't at his best. But just imagine if his life may have been different. Who knows where he would be today. But I did encourage him. You always have to encourage others. I said, you have to still use those gifts. You have to exercise those gifts. This is a beautiful voice you have. He looked like he had a little tear in his eye. You never know who needs encouragement at that moment in time. I think it was like 10:30 at night. I was coming from somewhere, maybe rehearsal or whatever. And you never know who need a word at what time. He blew me away. So what I'm saying to you guys, some of us don't use our gifts because of fear and because of what other people think. Oh, you're not that good and you need to give it up. No, don't listen to that. That's nothing but the trick of the enemy. When you implement your gifts, meaning that you are constantly enhancing it, you're constantly working it, you get better and better and better at it. When I started writing my poems when I was like 16 years old, I had a pack of poems. I even started writing this story called The Southern Girl. I remember like it was yesterday. It was a story about a little girl who wanted to. She didn't want to go away to college. She wanted to stay home. It was in southern Mississippi, and her parents, she come from a big home, and her parents had high hopes for her to go to college. This is a story that I was writing, and guess what, guys? I never finished the story. Southern Girl. So I think I'm going to have to pick that back up and go ahead and write that story. But although I have written several stories since then, in my early 20s, I had put down the pen, meaning that I stopped writing. I wasn't doing my poems, and I wasn't doing, because it started off as just poems. I wasn't doing anything. I was just working. And you know what, guys? What happened? Why I picked up, I think I was like maybe, I don't know, 26, 27. I don't even remember. I don't remember the age I was, but it was in my 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. I think it was in my late 20s. This particular job I was working at, he said everybody has a task. It was Sears Credit in Michigan. Yeah, I remember now. At a call center, and I was so excited about getting a job, being in customer service. He said everybody has a task, and everybody has a responsibility. So we had a great group, of women, and guess what my task was? It was writing the inspiration. Wow. And he didn't know that I was a writer, my manager, but he gave me the assignment to write a daily inspiration. So this is what lit the fire, guys, because God had planted the seed in that man to get back to doing what my gifts was. So every day I started writing the inspiration for my group, and the inspiration was very helpful. So when I started doing the writing for the group, the sky's the limit. I just started writing full-fledged. It's just been a great roller coaster for me, the stories that God has put in my belly. So guys, sometimes we put our gifts down for a little while. In some situations, something may happen where you're going to pick it back up. And, even though I didn't do it for a few years, for some reason, God kept the gift inside me, because I'm writing more and more stories and plays and short stories that are very powerful. And it comes from Him. And then everyday life that I see out here, I get inspired. I think I'm a visual artist. If I see, one time I saw a dog that looked like he was homeless, and I just wrote a poem for Stray Dog. He was a stray, and all he wanted was love. Just simple things like that. That is a gift, when you can be a visual artist, when you can see something and write it. So if you're a carpenter, if you're a builder, if you're a painter, writer, if you cook, those are gifts that you need to be doing. And the gifts are here to help not only you and your family, it's also to bless others. For instance, for example, my Mama T character, she's a loving spirit. She cooks for the neighborhood. She has a gift in cooking and caring. We all have it. And sometimes the curveballs, I talk about curveballs a lot, in our lives, that we put it down. We get depressed. Don't let it stop you from moving higher. We are eagles. Yes, we are eagles, and eagles sometimes soar alone. Most of the time they do. But you need to get back to you, whatever those gifts are. Multiple gifts, one gift. And I really don't believe people have just one gift. I think people believe they have one gift because they haven't tapped into those other gifts. I really believe that. I think we have more than one gift. Everybody does. They just haven't tapped into it. So, guys, exercise those gifts. You don't know where it may take you. You don't know what it may do. I want to share this. I got a inbox on Facebook from a lovely friend of mine. Never met her in my life. And she simply gave me some words of encouragement. about when somebody hurts you or your enemies do something to you, whatever you're going through, our flesh kind of sort of lash out about it, and we say stuff on our statuses, and we don't necessarily name the person or persons that had did the wound, that caused the wound, but we talk about the situation. And she noticed something, that maybe I was dwelling on it too much, and she said, don't give your enemy that power. Now, wow. Don't give the enemy the power to let them know that you are affected by what they do. Man, I was taken back. I'm like, confirmation. Confirmation. I needed that. So, from here on now, if somebody does anything to me, nobody won't know about it. I'll just keep moving. And we got to keep moving, because we're going to have people in our life, in and out of our life, like the door swinging. In and out, in and out. Got to keep it moving. So, sister, you know who you are. Shout out to you for that encouragement yesterday, because even the person such as myself that loves to encourage others, the encouraging person needs encouraging themselves. So I need encouragement. Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes we pretend like we are so strong as bricks, but we're so delicate as a feather. So much love to you, sister. Guys, I'm going to wrap this blog up. It's just beautiful. I'm just enhancing this, inhaling this beautiful weather. I'm going to get out and do some festivities today, and enjoy myself with my family. So, guys, plugging the play Light of the Ghetto is 3 weeks away, December 7th, December 8th. An exciting play. Mama T is on the rise. Look me up, find more information. She's on Facebook as Mama T fan page. You can look me up, Trinese Jordan, playwright Duplessis, YouTube page, blog page. I'm all there for you. Peace, and I love you all.